Saxby.
Thank you, Mr Evans. When this bill was before the House previously, the 24th of October last year, indeed the day we last changed Prime Minister, so under a different Treasury Minister, I asked the Treasury to analyse the potential harms caused by excessive second home ownership and holiday lets. And I would like to thank the Minister very much for her ongoing engagement on this issue, as well as the rest of the Treasury team, who I have now spoken with on numerous occasions about the many complex taxation issues causing an imbalance in our housing market in constituencies like mine, that I hope we can take steps to address in the coming months. We know that post-pandemic, when stamp duty was reduced last, it generated a surge in short-term holiday lets and second home purchases. Indeed, 25% of purchases in my North Devon constituency during this period attracted the higher rate of stamp duty as an additional dwelling. However, we have no information on what proportion of these may have been long-term buy-to-let landlords. Alongside the many challenges within our housing market in North Devon, we have seen a 67% decline in private rentals, with a surge in Section 21s enabling landlords to take advantage of the tax inequalities between long and short-term rentals. We desperately need to find a way to encourage buy-to-let landlords back, and the complexities of those who pay the 3% levy for an additional dwelling is in many ways a distraction from a bill designed to help particularly first-time buyers onto the housing ladder, with the removal of stamp duty, saving thousands for anyone buying their first home, up to £425,000 at this time. When the numbers are fully analysed, the maximum benefit to somebody buying an additional dwelling from this legislation is just £2,500. And I think we need to be just a bit realistic about those people who are buying additional properties, their second, third, fourth home, whether this is going to be a large enough sum of money for them to have a motivation change to their behaviour. For over 2 years now, I have stood up in this House and asked for steps to be taken to tackle the housing crisis being experienced in North Devon. And the Levelling Up and Regeneration Bill has now been amended to reflect the concerns of constituencies like mine. Indeed, it is good to see Conservative-run councils in Devon and Cornwall taking steps to adopt measures in that bill to double council tax on second homeowners, albeit disappointing that Lib Dem-run North Devon District Council hasn't to date, but I remain optimistic that they will. I very much hope that the paper I have submitted to the Treasury from colleagues on this side of the House, which includes many suggested changes to the tax system to tackle the imbalances between long and short-term rentals and to continue to make it easier for local families to buy and rent in the places they grew up, and where there are huge numbers of job vacancies for them, will pave the way to looking more closely into this. And I hope the Treasury team's door will continue to be open to meet MPs to tackle this issue. Of course, thank you.
I'm extremely grateful to Margaret From. May I just place on record my appreciation, my personal appreciation of the intensive work she has put into this issue on behalf of her constituents and indeed the wider South West. There are many, many South West MPs concerned about this, including, dare I say it, honourable members in the Whip's office who can't stand up and speak. But I'm extremely alive to these issues that she raises, and I wonder whether she would do me the favour of coming to see me in the Treasury over the coming months so that we can discuss further these issues in her constituency and the very, very interesting ideas she has put forward.
And I thank the Minister for her intervention, and nothing would give me more pleasure to come back and speak with the Minister on these matters, because I think we all worry about why the NHS is struggling to recruit. And I can tell people quite definitively here today that the public sector struggles to recruit in North Devon because of the housing crisis. Tackling this issue is what we are keen to do on this side of the House. Yesterday's cross-party drop-in session was hugely helpful, hearing from the officials behind this legislation as well as the Minister. It's just a shame the opposition didn't turn up, not one of them. And again, with the number of amendments put against this bill today, do we really need to put reviews into legislation? One cannot help but wonder whether these amendments are politically motivated rather than wanting to deliver real change to constituencies that urgently need their housing market rebalancing.